Hello, everyone. I am Sergio. I'm teacher Sergio from the Chia Cultural Cottage. This is our first live, and today we have the honor to have with us chef instructor Camilo Zárate from Australia. He is a person who is Colombian, and he has lived in Australia for many years and has specialized in nutrition. Plant-based nutrition is what he's going to talk about today, and he will answer some questions at the end. So here he is. Hello, Camilo.
Hello, Sergio. How are you?
I'm very
Thanks for
good.
the thanks for the invitation to Chia Cultural Cottage.
Okay, you're very welcome. You're in the downtown of Melbourne, right? Can you show us a little bit?
Yeah, sure. I'm here in Melbourne. I'll show you. Here's like the center of the city. This is Federation Square. Um, and here we're gonna approach the Yarra River. Yarra is it's a very important river that runs through the middle of the city and of a significant importance for Aboriginal cultures. So here you can see the Yarra, the Art Center, botanical gardens at the background. Yeah. Oops. So
Okay,
yes,
interesting.
this is right now what I'm doing, walking to work and drinking some of the best coffee here in Melbourne. We have it's considered the coffee capital of the world. So we have some of the best coffees, and I get to drink a lot of very good Colombian coffee around here. So it's good.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Well, so Camilo has specialized in nutrition. He knows a lot about healthy eating habits, and he's here. I am in Colombia, and it's 6 p.m. here, and it's great to have this option. The technology can help us with this, and he will talk about plant-based nutrition. So I will leave you with him, and thank you, Camilo, for accepting the invitation. And I'll be here if you need something.
Perfect. Thank you, Sergio. So hello, everyone. As Sergio mentioned, my name is Camilo Zárate. I'm a chef specialized in plant-based cuisine. And I want to thank you for your time, for being here. The idea is to have this presentation in English and in Spanish throughout. We'll say a few things in Spanish because I understand we need to practice. This is the collaboration we're making with Chia Cultural Cottage. So practicing a bit of English, algo de español, and through a subject that it's food, something that it's common to all of us. And hopefully I should be able to share some interesting facts for you guys to learn and perhaps be curious about. Um, so first thing I would like to um, tell you why do I do what I do. A few years ago, I was in a cooking presentation, uh, exactly talking about plant-based cuisine. It was my introduction to plant-based cuisine. And it was a very important seminar, which they had doctors from around the world and nutritionists. It was a really beautiful experience. And I received a phone call from one of my best mates. He was living in Japan, Carlos. And he told me, Camilo, I'm going to be in Colombia pretty soon. I was very excited. I said, that's great. I also knew his dad had been sick. He had diabetes. So everything that I was learning about, I was very keen to share with him and hopefully extend that knowledge to his dad so he could reverse the diabetes. That's when he told me, yes, I'm going because my dad died. It was shocking. It was a complete story that I wasn't waiting for. And if I had known more things or all the things that I know before, um, probably I could have helped him and his family. That didn't happen, and that's when I realized, okay, um, I need to learn more about it, start communicating what I know, and how people can uh, have healthier habits in the way they eat, they sleep, they manage stress, and the way we exercise. So all these kind of things come together, and I was sort of in this mission, or I'm sort of in this mission now, in which, as a chef, I know that I can create food and help people create food that is done in a very easy and practical way. So things that are tasty, delicious. That way we can start eating better without complicating too much. So that's why I do what I do. I really um, want to tell you that knowing about plant-based cuisine is very important. It's a success story that I share with my family. My parents have acquired the lifestyle. Sometimes, you don't need to go 100% with the plant-based uh, cuisine and the way you eat, but if you do it uh, in the majority of the time, you can still enjoy most of the benefits. Um, that's, well, pretty much the beginning of things. I don't know if somebody has any questions so far. Otherwise, I'll proceed with the information as such.
Oh,
Sergio, perhaps you can help me with that.
okay, I forgot to tell you, if you have any questions, you can type them in the chat, and at the end we will have a space for it. I have a question, Camille.
Yes.
Um, you your your CV is quite interesting. I mean, what I could see from your resume is that you train companies, you train businesses, you train people in general of different contexts to eat better. Is that right?
Yes, correct. So basically,
Tell us a little.
what the way a restaurant operates, for example, it's something that I'm very familiarized with. I know inside out, but there's ways to do it healthier. I don't know the amount of oil that you use, the added sugars, ultra processed foods. So from simple things in restaurants, also in in companies that want to start um, I don't know, like teaching creative thinking and different kind of approaches to solving problems. I also work with a friend that is an expert in Lego serious play and in alternative methods of managing problems. So we do cooking workshops using whole food plant based cuisine, which means people have to create something without using any sort of animal protein, like no beef, no chicken, no fish, also no dairy, no eggs, no oils. And then you go like, okay, so what do I do now? Is it lettuce for? But no, there's lots of things you can do. You just have to approach things in a different way, and so that's a good way to help companies to perform better and think better. There's elements that are common to many industries, which is teamwork, good communication, But yeah, those are sort of the elements we work with. And then specifically with people who want to enhance their own health, their eating habits. So it's important because I don't know, a lot of people struggle with overweight problems or diabetes or many types of cancer or high blood pressure. Um, and many of these things can be reversed and cured. If not, they can be also enhanced. And I work with two doctors in Colombia whom are specialized in treating their patients through food initially. And we've reached like really important outcomes. You know, like we have people that have been cured from different types of cancer, uh, high blood pressure, diabetes type 2. So these kind of things can be, as I said, reversed or improved. um, and that's pretty much what I do, like with the cooking knowledge and having like some delicious meals. You can really get to improve your own quality of life and those around you.
Okay, Camilo. So it seems like quite a lot of information. So what would be the first thing, or what are the kinds of food that people should eat more, should eat less? What's the best way for cooking them? Uh, Tell us. I don't know. Like I know it's a lot of things. So what can you tell us for the people who are watching? Should I eat this or not? When? What the times? I don't know. Tell us, please.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think it's important to identify the expectations people might have in this live in this chat, um even from yourself. And it's good to know that um there's many things that people want to know more. People want to improve their health, um eat like in a more wholesome and delicious way, improve their health, their weight, their performance. And as you said, like all this is very nice, but how do I do it? And then we have to understand that food has many components. It's not only food as such. It's a matter of identity, community, of security, of connection, of progress. All these elements that bind food. Because as I as you can tell, like you don't only eat something because it's nutritional. You eat because you are sad, because you're happy, because it reminds you of things, because you are in a country that offers different things. So there's many reasons why you eat, but it's a matter of educating yourself and start being smart about it. And coming specifically into the answer of that question, I would say there's um, 8 elements. The first four is there's four main groups of foods that have all the macronutrients and the macro and micronutrients that your body needs. Yeah, so your macronutrients are protein, fat, and carbohydrates, and the micronutrients are vitamins and minerals. So how do you eat in a way in which you eat all of them in a balanced way without secondary um, effects or without affecting your health too much? And I would say that the first four are legumes, cereals, vegetables, and fruits. Those are the four main groups of foods that will provide you with what you need. Um, then you have four other kinds of,
Can
of
can sorry? Can we say that in Spanish? Those four? For
yes. Entonces los cuatro grupos de alimentos son 8 grupos de alimentos. Los cuatro principales son frutas. legumbres, cereales y vegetales y verduras. Entonces, frutas, we have thousands of fruits in Colombia. What's important about fruits? Eat colors. Eat a lot of colors. Not only mango. No, yes, mango is delicious, but think of yellow fruits, red fruits, green fruits. So yeah, you have white fruits. So you have guanabana, you have lychees, you have depends on what country you're in, but think of the colors,
Colors
eating the
are
rainbow,
important.
eating the rainbow in to put it in a way.
Wow.
Same applies to vegetables. All the vegetables. So you have all the lettuces and carrots and beetroots and there's lots of veggies and fruits to that give you like all the colors that have a lot of phytonutrients, nutrients that are antioxidants and that help your body to stay um, to have a better immune system and to have a healthier gut bacteria. I'll talk about that in a second. But we have fruits, vegetables, legumes. So think of all the legumes, todas las legumbres, chickpeas, lentils, peas, broad beans, um, soy, edamame, tofu, like all these kind of things. Um, if you think in the lentils spectrum in Colombia, lenteja negra, lenteja pardina, lenteja roja. There's a lot of lentil options that you can think of, and that's only one kind of legume. Same applies to chickpeas, habas, arvejas. All these kind of things are fantastic for protein, for example. They're very they are things that are high in protein. Foods high in protein. Okay. Um, so complementary to the four things that I mentioned, and the cereals. Sorry, todos los cereales, quinoa, arroz, um, cebada, trigo. So all these kind of things are very important because cereals give you a lot of energy, a lot of fiber, and they're very good for your gut bacteria. And it's important to eat them whole, so not white rice, because that's just a starch inside the rice. That's not what you need to eat. You need the whole foods, which means arroz integral, uh, like pasta, for example, like whole wheat pasta, not the white pasta. And these kind of things will definitely help with the energy levels, B vitamins, a lot of things that are important for your body. Um, so those four groups, legumbres, cereales, frutas, verduras, it's like the base of your plate. Then complementary in small doses, you need nuts, seeds, spices, and herbs. That's sort of like a medicine. It's medicine for your body. All the spices, turmeric, it's anti-inflammatory. It's very good in cancer treatment. It yeah, it's considered one of the most important spices, and it's good to have it in daily. And if you mix it with black pepper, it activates like by 1,000 times its power. So there's another side of thing of to this conversation that is the combinations. No, for example, in order to absorb iron in a plant-based diet, you need to eat it with vitamin C, which
Okay.
means like if you eat um, kale and you put a little bit of lemon, you're doing the right thing. Or if you're eating black beans and you drink a lemonade, that's or with tomato, that's you're having your vitamin C and your iron will be absorbed in a more efficient way. Um, so yeah, like nuts are really good with the fats, with the quality of fats that are very important for your brain. Um, of the nuts, macadamia, pistachio, pecan, um, almonds, uh, marañones. There's lots and lots of nuts. And all you need is a small amount. Nuts can be expensive, but if you all you need to eat is like a handful, and that's all the amount of nuts that you need per day. So it's really not expensive if you break it down. Your herbs, then yes, definitely your herbs give flavor and life to your food. Cilantro, basil, rosemary, thyme. There's lots to choose from, especially in Colombia. Um, and seeds. Seeds are very important as well. Like sesame seeds, for example, they are very high in calcium. Ajonjolí, for those wondering what sesame can be. Chia seeds, that could be uh, a good a good one of the best seeds you can have as well. It's high in omega-3, yeah, lots of calcium, fills you up. You can make lots of recipes with it. It even works as a egg replacer in many dishes. So yeah, it's a very good
Wow.
option. Chia seeds and flax seeds, linaza. So that's it for the 8 groups of um, foods that you should have. One thing that it's not in foods is vitamin B12, and that's very controversial because they say you cannot be vegan plant-based if you don't have your vitamin B12. The thing is, vitamin B12 it comes from bacteria that it's around. We don't really eat hand-picked things with soil anymore or drink water from a stream or a river. That doesn't happen. So we don't have that good bacteria, but it's something that you should supplement. So vitamin B12, it's something that you need to look after and supplement. Uh, anyway, when you eat beef, chicken, fish, whatever, it's animals are supplemented as well with B12, or if they eat grass that has the soil that has the B12, that's when you're eating. It's just an intermediary. So you can just supplement vitamin B12. It's the only thing that I would say you need to be very aware of in a plant-based diet. Um, the next subject would be like the
Okay,
beliefs. Beliefs.
before, sorry to interrupt, Camilo, there are
Yes.
two questions in the chat, so I'll ask them to you. The first one is, uh, what are red color vegetables for? What are they useful for? And the second question is, if you use combinations of Ayurveda. I have no idea what that is.
Yes. So Ayurveda is like the traditional Indian medicine in to put it like in simple terms. But
Okay.
yeah, it's ancient knowledge um, that is very well aligned with plant-based cuisine. Ayurveda does use ghee sometimes, which is butter, um, like clarified butter, to put it in a way. But
Like
it's
the
yeah,
key?
it's ghee. Yeah, it just comes from butter. It's like melted butter and without the milk solids.
Okay.
That is not part of whole food plant-based approach, but it doesn't matter. Like at the end of the day, whatever you eat, if you eat animals, if you eat dairy, cheese, and these kind of things, it's comes to the frequency and the amount that you eat. Every time you're eating it, you are exposed to certain risks. But it's the same as you drink a glass of wine. Alcohol, it promotes cancer as well. But how many glasses of wine do you need to develop it? For some people, it's gonna be one. For others, could be zero. You can drink all your life and nothing happens. But At the end of the day, you need to be informed and what risks you are acquiring when you eat animal protein, because in general, animal protein promotes the growth of cells in your body, but it's good cells and bad cells. So that's why your cancerous cells also grow, potentially grow and can get out of control when you eat animal protein. And that's why I say like how much is too much. You can find out, or you can skip the question. I will not skip the question of the red things and the red veggies, which is um, well, the all the colors in plants and foods in general, they have a reason, and there's something that's gonna help your body. There's like 25, more than 25,000 phytonutrients. So it's hard to say that, if you eat red things like capsicum, tomato, strawberries, it's gonna help specifically on one thing. Helps on many things, but it's usually associated with circulation, with things with your blood, the quality of the blood, and it improves circulation. So yeah, I think there's like a map of the colors and associated with the chakras. That I don't know how truth or not it is, but definitely eating colors, you are eating a lot of phytonutrients, and then you're getting a lot of the good quality antioxidants in your body.
Okay, thank
Um,
you.
all right. And just one last thing to start wrapping it up, I would say is like the beliefs that you have in food. Um, it's important to educate yourself, to start learning more, and not really by what a influencer has to say on Instagram, but there's real science, there's really good podcasts, there's really good books, things that I can share with you guys as well, and get to understand nutrition a lot better. Yeah, because there's a hype right now for protein, and an excess of protein is not good for your kidneys, for example. So and how much protein do you need per day? It's maximum, 1 gram per kilo. Even 0.8 grams per kilo, per whatever your weight is enough. If you're doing exercise and endurance, okay, then you can might be a little bit higher, but in general, we don't need to eat that much protein throughout the day. And through plants, we acquire all the protein that we have. That's one belief, that plants don't have enough protein, and actually all protein comes from plants, because protein is amino acids that are in plants, and when a cow eats it's the grass and the amino acids, and it forms its own muscle. You eat a piece of steak, and you're actually eating a muscle that your body breaks down and gets the amino acids, and then uses them for different things that your body needs. But it's all coming from plants at the end of the day. So yeah, understanding the types of amino acids that your body needs. But if you don't want to overthink things, like with these groups of foods that I gave you at the beginning, 8 groups of fruits, or of foods, I mean, you will be covered with the amount of protein, fats, and carbohydrates that your body needs. Things like calcium. Calcium is a mineral, so you don't need to drink milk to have calcium. Calcium is present in almonds, in broccoli, in chia seeds, in sesame seeds. So what you need to eat is calcium, not milk. Milk might have calcium, but doesn't mean that your body can fixate that calcium in your body. Milk also makes your body a little bit acid, and your body to deacidify itself ends up getting calcium from the own bones to balance the pH. And actually, you see the countries with higher osteoporosis is the countries that are the highest dairy consumers. So Yeah, what you need is calcium. What you need is think of the mineral. Don't think of necessarily the the dairy as the source.
of calcium.
Um, yes, source of
How about
calcium.
spirulina?
Spirulina is an algae with lots of minerals, lots of good things. The thing with spirulina is that has a molecule that is very similar to B12, to vitamin B12, and it can trick the body and make it think that you are consuming B12 when you are actually not. So there's this world of algae as well that is fascinating. And it's considered like a blue algae, so we shouldn't really eat the blue algae. It's much better to eat chlorella um, for that purpose.
Chlorella.
Chlorella is much better option than the spirulina.
Okay.
Um, okay, so just basically, I would say that one important thing is to learn to make the combinations. You need to learn to let your body rest. If we all fast. We all fast. If you eat 7 p.m. and have breakfast 7 a.m., that's a 12-hour fast. So, un ayuno. So we need to make that fasting ideally a little bit longer, 12, 16 hours, um,
That's
if
not eating
possible.
anything. Ayuno is not eating anything for
Yeah,
12 or
exactly.
14 hours.
Yeah, we always do it at least for 12 hours. Like if you had dinner at 7 p.m. and breakfast at 7 a.m., you didn't eat anything for 12 hours. So you just need to wait until midday or something. Like this idea of breakfast being the most important meal of the day, it was very well sold by Kellogg's. So yeah, we don't really need that breakfast at 7 a.m. As we have been told. Um, yeah, when you start fasting, your body starts using all the glucose that it has and glucose that it has stored, and then it will go and start using energy from the fat, from ketones, and that's something that's good because all the excess fat you start using it, and then you eat the same amount of food in the rest of the hours, in the 8 hours that you are not fasting. You don't have to eat less. You're just eating in different time frames. Um, and yeah, like if you start always with your veggies and then fill up with the rest, it's a really good tip. So you don't need excess calories that you don't need. Um, and yeah, that I think that's in general how I would say, like I've done this for 8 years already with my family. I'm married. I have two kids. My kids are 100% plant-based, no issues whatsoever. We're a very healthy family in general. Um, Same, my parents started following a plant-based style, and my dad had high blood pressure, and he reduced his medicine substantially. My mom diabetes as well. She reversed that, so it's good. It's something that
Only by eating
definitely
well or better or
by
having better
it,
eating habits,
bettering habits, especially um, plant-based
plant
all
based.
the time, no? So there's the question now of okay, so what should I eat for breakfast, or what should I eat for lunch, for dinner? What kind of snacks and those kind of things? There's a lot of information. There's a lot of courses. I've done courses in the past teaching these kind of things as well. So yeah, definitely, there's a lot of information out there to teach you how to do it in a very smart and organized way, and follow things that are actually good for you. Definitely, also it will improve the quality of your sleep. You will have more energy, so you can train better, perform better. Exercise is very, very important. Um, and yeah, you get those things right, you will definitely be on track to have a healthier, longer life.
Well, wow. So, Camilo, thank you for being part of the Chia Cultural Cottage. Um, time is time flies, they say, no?
Sometimes.
And Yes, and it's time to wrap up, as you said, and to thank you. Yes, thank a lot. Thank to everyone who is watching and will watch this. And the idea is to help now in Chia, in the cottage, to make some workshops, to make some things based on plant nutrition, on plant-based nutrition, and help the people around, because we want to interconnect people, different types of people. Por eso lo hacemos en inglés, ¿no? Because it's the language that is uh, all around the world in all contexts, and it helps us a lot to practice it and to learn it and to eat better. No, this is a good thing. I don't know if you want to say something to say goodbye to the audience.
Well, thanks again to everyone who connected and had the time to listen to this land-based success story. Um, Sigan aprendiendo inglés. El inglés es muy importante, mucha información está en inglés. Pues sí, ahí se puede traducir hoy en día muy fácilmente, pero es fácil acceder a información en inglés. Practice your English. Algo que pueden usar es, sí, la cocina para practicar el inglés en Shia Cultural Cottage. Hagan comunidades, reúnanse, cocinen. Something simple, you don't need to make it too complicated. Food unites, and if you see the benefits, if you're doing a chia pudding, for example, you make almond milk and you put chia seeds and a little bit of maple syrup. That's it. You have a beautiful snack, filling with lots of calcium in it, and that's something that you can share, for example, in the future. So thanks again, and hope to see you soon.
Okay, great, Camila. So have a great day. There's tomorrow. That's tomorrow. You're in the tomorrow. You are in the future, Camila.
Yes, here is
In the morning.
Saturday, 11 a.m. almost. Yes.
7 a.m. Here it's 6:38. So thanks a lot. Actually, there's a last thing they ask.
Yes.
Nothing of milks, of dairy products.
Correct. Yeah. You don't need to eat the milk of another mammal. You don't go around milking giraffes, bats, rats, and taking away the the calf. Or the sí, las crías de los animales, just so that you can have the milk. Um, that that before, when we didn't have much to eat, there were no options, and maybe that's how we had to do certain things, but we don't have to do it anymore. The cost is very high of like dairy, especially, is one of the highest risk foods to produce breast cancer and prostate cancer. And dairy, especially when you convert dairy into milk, into cheese, it's because the protein of milk is casein, and casein is the one that triggers um, the cancer cells in your body. So when you make cheese, you actually are concentrating the casein, um, and cheese is the casein in the milk is designed so that the baby is attached to the mother. It's addictive. It produces casomorphin. It goes to your brain, and that's why the the baby wants to be with the mother all the time, sucking milk, so it grows, and then that's it. It's out into the world. It needs to do it fast and eat a lot. So when we keep on eating cheese, we keep on being addictive. Like casomorphin is actually a substance. That's why people say, you tell them stop eating yogurt or milk or whatever. People say, yes, yes, I'll do it. And you say, leave cheese? Like, no, I could never leave cheese. Everything, but I was vegetarian for 10 years. And the last thing that I had that I left was cheese. Cheese was very difficult to leave until I understood it's just a substance that is playing tricks on your mind. So it's addictive. It's very hard to do it uh, just because you understand. Oh, it's addictive, and it's hard for your body to to stop being addicted to cheese. But once you understand really how it works and that it's it's just a substance working um, on your mind and making you um, how do you say that like want and crave more and more and more, you will know that okay, you don't need it. You don't need it, especially because it's a really high risk food. It's not.
It's a trap.
It's a trap. There's a book called The Cheese Trap.
Ah, yeah.
That explains this very well. Yeah, by Dr. Neil Bernard. So no, definitely milk. No, not the milk of a cow or a goat or a sheep. No, like you definitely don't need it. Like the benefit will not outweigh the risks. So it's much better to stay away from it. And yeah, and there's you need to make peace with cheese, with milk, with everything, and find new flavors, explore other other options like cashew nuts, like marañones. Son deliciosos. They make a really tasty milk. So yeah, you can explore.
Marañones. Okay. Good.
You can
One
explore
fast
milk
last
made
question,
out of nuts
Camilo.
or made out of yes.
Sorry, sorry. Say that again. That there was
No, no.
an intermittent.
There's you can make milk out of nuts or seeds or some cereals. Like uh,
Almond.
legumes. I mean, like soy milk, or you can make
Um,
milk out of sesame seeds, la leche de ajonjolí, deliciosa. Poquito, tiene un sabor un poquito amargo, pero va muy bien con un chocolate, por ejemplo. Um, so yeah, and it's very high in calcium. It has a lot more calcium than a glass of cow's milk, like
wow.
a lot more.
Cool. So the last quick question. Sorry, Camilo. I know
Yes,
we have been
I'm on
closing.
time. I'm on time.
Ah, yeah, you're in time. Okay. How can people manage the lunch boxes for their kids?
Hmm, great question. That's what I do every day with my kids. So I think it's good to talk to your kids, ask them what they like. Probably they'll tell you things like, "I love pizza, I love uh, popsicles, cakes," and that's a really good start. So you make a menu with them, and for example, if you need them to eat legumes, que se coman las legumbres, los frijoles. So you make a black bean brownie. Perfect. And then if they're eating like a high quality protein food
But with
in the
sugar,
form of a
or
brownie.
does it taste sweet, or you
Yeah,
can
yeah,
make it?
you can use dates or maple syrup to, or if you have, if you have to eat compromise and use um, a little bit of sugar and a little bit of maple syrup, then you compromise. But you need to start educating a child like to eat less sweet, eat less salty, less fatty. And definitely you'll find that there's lots of things like cookies. You can if you have peanut butter and oats and a little bit of cinnamon, uh, you shape it into a ball, and then you can press it and bake it, and you have whole oats and peanut cookies. So it's already a really good snack. So I would say think of Snacks, think of main main courses that are practical and easy for them to eat. Like usually a lot of wraps, and you can make your own wraps. If you make a quinoa tortilla, uh, and then put inside rice and beans or lentils, you have a really nice burrito style wrap, and that's how you will make your kids very happy. But it has to be sort of like in agreement with them, and try to get them involved, and um, and you will find that less is more. Send them less quantity of things, but if they're eating a brownie or a cookie, or if you make them, I don't know, like a smoothie in the morning, un batido, and they don't need it all, put that batido back in the blender and put it into popsicle. Y tienes paletas um, in the afternoon. I'm hungry. I want to eat something. We only have popsicles. And, paletas. So they will eat paletas very happily. And that's when you put the nuts, the seeds, the fruits, everything. Chuck it in there, blend it, and you will find that in cakes or in popsicles, they will definitely um, enjoy enjoy their food. I don't know
Wow.
if that answers the question.
Well, I think it's a lot of information, and we will need to have another session. Uh, I guess soon, because okay, time is up, and you had an unexpected thing today, and so you don't have more time. Actually, we had enough time. I think it's good because there's a lot of information for people to digest, no, to digest, to go back, to listen, to take notes, and to practice, no, to practice and to see if, when, for example, they have been testing some types of new food for them, they have some questions, no, more specific questions. Maybe it could be a good idea to have you and answer them.
Yes, I think people can start one thing at a time. Start, for example, experimenting with milks, or start experimenting. Okay, desserts without dairy and without eggs. That's a whole world to dip into. So there's lots of recipes, but start changing one thing at a time, and it will last. You need to start making changes that will last in time. Not try to do everything at once and then
Yeah.
abandon everything in 3 months. Oh, it's start thinking of high quality, high protein snacks for your kids, for example, and that's already one really good start. Then you can go into breakfast. Okay, what kind of breakfast could I have? Um, and then slowly, gradually, when the moment you start saying no to something, your world opens to many things. Because if you cannot have scrambled eggs for breakfast, then wow, what can I eat now? And you will discover that there's millions of things. Um, like we like to have like a miso soup with potato, tofu, coriander. Um, so yeah, for breakfast, el caldo de miso that comes inspired from the caldo de papa. It's it's really good for breakfast. Um, yeah, then oats, granola, but you need to make it yourself. It's good to spend a little bit
Cook
of
it
time and
yourself.
effort into it. Yes. Or if not, we'll just buy it, but then change the yogurt into a plant-based milk or something, and you will start seeing the improvements. Like you will lose weight, and many times it's a matter of you're not overweight. Your body is just suffering of inflammation. So the moment you stop eating ultra processed foods and sugar and oils, you stop that, you will definitely improve a lot. So
Okay,
that's
great. Great,
that's the
Camilo.
beginning.
A good point you talked about is to be gradual because the body appreciates that more, right? Radical changes uh, won't be so good, I guess. No,
It's a matter of personalities. In general, people find that change is um, it's hard. We find change to be hard. But some people prefer, just change everything, throw
and that's
everything
it.
away,
And
and
they get
start. That's
used.
it. Other people start gradually. Someone in between. Doesn't matter. Whatever works for you, but just stick to it.
Just do
If
it. Yes.
yeah, like some people need to stop smoking instead of 20 cigarettes, 19 every day. Well, hopefully it's not too late, but start one less at a time. You need to see improvement. All people will just stop 20 cigarettes all at once and that's it. So whatever works for you, but don't play around with your health. You might not have time.
Okay, good point. You are what you eat, they say.
You are what you eat.
You are what you eat. Great. So thanks again, Camilo. Have a great day, a great Saturday there in Melbourne. And thank you for being part of the Chia Cultural Cottage. Thank you, everyone, for being here, for listening to us. And we hope that you start building your own habits and testing and seeing what your family likes, what you like, and being a better person. That's what we want, to be better and to be healthier and to help each other.
Let us know if you want any specific workshops for the future. We might discuss something around it. Also, try to include um, workouts and things that for nutrition for strength performance. So workouts are very important. Yeah, if so, things that you're specifically interested, write down to Sergio so he can take note and see if we can think of a future workshop.
A specific workshop. Great. So we will be doing workshops in Chia at the Chia Cultural Cottage, nutrition based. So thanks again and have a great day, everyone. Bye bye.
Thank you. Ciao, ciao.